Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be building a no game pass house in Bloxburg. If you're new to the game, I definitely recommend trying to build this house as it's very easy to follow and it only took me about 30 minutes to make. This house is obviously made by me. It has 3 beds and 1.5 baths, and I definitely recommend trying to figure it out. This house is only going to be the exterior in this video, so if you want to try and make the interior, I recommend going to part 2, which would be posted shortly after this video. But before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload. Alright, let's get into it. So for this house, I made one of those twist and turny driveways. I love those because they look much more cool compared to the basic long stick ones. So I was really happy when I got to make one of these. And it looked even better when I added all the greenery around it. I just thought it looked so good and I was really proud of myself for making it. So yeah. Also, by the way, in this video, I probably will go back and delete a lot of things. So I'll just make sure that you watch it and continue watching it in case I change my mind, because that happens a lot. I tried to edit some of it out, but some of it I probably just missed on accident. So yeah, see right here, you can see I had to change it again. And next I started by building the roofs. I used a mix of gable roofs and the hollow mansard roof. I like gable roofs, but they've been starting to get really overused by a bunch of Bloxburg players, so I've tried to use those and a variety of the other roofs instead of just using the gable roofs. I still like how they look, and they're probably one of my favorites, but I'm just trying not to use them any of the time anymore, because I am also a victim of using these roofs all the time, and that has been really affecting my build in a negative way. So if you do this too, I would recommend also trying to stop yourself from doing it, because it's a big problem for me, and I just need to fix it, because it's been getting on my nerves that all my builds are just gable roofs and flat roofs. Anyway, I started then coloring the outside. I used a mix of brick and this wood panel. Then I went and redid the roof again. I don't even know why. It's the same exact thing as the last time. I just redid it, I guess. And then I started adding all the door frames and the windows. This is when the house started really looking more put together than it already was. After you add wall trim, windows, door frames, the house starts to actually look like a house more than a block of walls and roofs and stuff. So it actually started looking a bit better. And because I didn't have any game passes, I couldn't do custom windows, which was really annoying, so I had to try and find good windows that would actually look nice on the house. And I just settled on these, which I was really excited to use because I haven't used them since 2020, because recently I've just been using custom windows. And to spice it up and add a bit of variety, I used these factory windows in between at some parts. Then I had to kind of fix up the driveway. I don't even know how this happened, but it was completely off with the house. I swore when I made it would be level with the house, but it wasn't. Then I added the garage doors. I really love these garage doors. They're definitely probably one of my favorite types of them. And I wasn't sure to make them black or white, so I just settled on white to add variety, because most of the other stuff around here was black and gray and stuff. So I just wanted something that was kind of white. Then over here, I decided to add wall trim to make it look a bit less just like wood. And I added this everywhere around the house except for the poke out parts that were made out of brick already, because I feel it would look a bit weird if it was already stone on brick. And this just gave it more depth and texture. I know it didn't actually, but it feels like it did. And then around the driveway, I just added these little path things, and then fix up the driveway again, because I don't know, I guess it seemed kind of weird to me. But yeah, I feel that made it look a bit better and a bit more out there, I guess you could say. Then here's where I started adding the greenery. I was super excited to add the greenery because usually I add decal plants and I've been getting really sick of it. So I feel there's something cool about just using the actual Bloxburg in-game plants, because everybody started to use decal plants and they've been getting kind of old at this point. So I love using Bloxburg plants because they're so more lifelike and game-like, and they look more like they're actually a part of Bloxburg, which I like. And then I just added some of this basic greenery in between it, which you will see in a second. So here's where I started adding all the plants. I feel this totally changed the look of the outside of the house. It makes it look so much more realistic and detailed for a Bloxburg game, not for real life. It just looks I feel like it looks more homey. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because my home has a lot of plants in real life. Or maybe it reminds me of 2020 cottagecore. I remember that was like the vibe in 2020. And that reminds me, I feel like the style for houses that we had in 2020 was so much more like better than it is now. Now it's all realistic, decal plants, fake things in Bloxburg, all made out of basic shapes. But honestly, I kind of miss what it was like in 2020. It was all the aesthetic builds, so much linen, and like the preppy style and like pastels and stuff. And I kind of miss it, even though I wasn't really good at that style. But I wish we could just bring that back, even though it probably won't happen. I wish we could just bring back the 2020 style. So here's where I started adding like these grass things on the side of the house. I don't know why I added this. I thought it was like if you were like mowing the lawn and the grass got on the driveway or something. I thought it made it look more realistic, and I still think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's why I added that. And there will be more plants like coming up soon in the video. I start to add them on the side of the house. But it was really hard to do the garden because without advanced placement, I like couldn't place anything close together. So it was just like kind of hard to fit everything in one spot because you can't put things inside of each other. And just saying, with advanced placement, if you want to get a Game Pass, definitely get advanced placement first. It is game changing. You can do like almost anything with it. There's like a whole world inside of advanced placement with basic shapes, the resize tool, like everything. You can do almost anything with the advanced placement. And even if the transform tool is good, you can't really use it without advanced placement. Because you can't move and like change and like resize all the basic shapes. All you can do is lift them. So even though that's a good Game Pass, I definitely recommend getting advanced placement. It is like on a completely different level and like will change your builds and make them look so much better, so much more detailed, so much more realistic. They'll look literally amazing compared to what they did before. Anyway, we're getting pretty close to the end of the video, so I just wanted to let you know that if you wanted to do the inside, which I started on doing in this video, that you should make sure to go check out my channel. It's probably not going to be done today, but it might be up tomorrow where the inside is finished. So if you want to do it by yourself, by all means do that. But if you want to follow along, go check out my channel. The part 2 should be up. And comment down below any ideas or houses that you might want me to do in the future and any themes you want me to do for them. Alright, that's all for today. Bye guys!